Jay Wentz, the man, the myth, the promotion. What's going on, Beast? Lowry, what's up? Good to see you. How's the house coming along? Yeah, I got him up on. Thank you. Appreciate the heads up. I got him right here. Well, I'm watching live. I ended up having to restart my stream a solid 4 times. So I ended up being able to watch the whole thing. Wow, coming close.
No, that's a lie. We can go 171 on pitch. That's as low as we can go. Every day off is minus 40 gains. Good thing I have a billion. Good thing I have a billion gains. Don't make me pop my ass out, bro. Don't make me pop my
Just
ass
some
out.
rendering and gate patterns.
Okay, so if we pre-damage pitch, it's actually so much better because we're setting ourselves to get put in dazzling gleam range, which is better for Penguin. And also, we get full random, like full random from Melmetilator, which is just better than risking 1 and 3. I'd rather risk 1 and 4. Okay. Okay, so we pretty much take 1 risk here for the most part. Everything else is pretty safe.
Well, what'd they mess up about him?
Lock in, boys. Let's go. The PB run continues, or maybe it doesn't. We don't know yet. We simply don't know. We're going shopping, boys. Lock in. Okay.
Oh my god. So every part of it.
Losing is not an option, Wayne. Yeah. Lock. Pidge.
Sheesh. Contractors,
The best
man.
120
Everything was going
counter.
too smoothly. They had to mess up something.
Gonna hurricane here. Him getting confused here is a bit weird if he hits himself. I didn't really consider this too much because it would just be funny if it happens, but we're pre-damage to the dual chop, max roll, double hit doesn't kill us. Okay. We're gonna defog and take a dual chop here.
Here we go. LCR is it's such a good fight to watch.
68. So close to. We were so close to greatness, boys. We were so close. We were right in between 2 very big numbers. Okay. Hurricane kills this. We're gonna see Zam fast kill. Hurricane should blow Aerox, true. Okay, so we pre-damage there to never be dead to double crit, but to get more likely Gleam here, because Gleam is just better for me. So it's 68. Let me put Mega Pidge in this calc. I don't have it. Hurricane should blow me till I get my rocks off. W comes. W comes. Past 6-7, but not good enough to be 69. This is a bad sign for this line right here. It's not good. It's definitely not a good sign. Okay, so Zam is in.
I'm stoked for
This is
Pokemon
straight
Null.
50-50, which
I
is
was
beautiful because Gleam is just
underwhelmed by
better.
the Kaizo release info, what
Okay.
little we know. It
You
just
feel
didn't
me?
sound like my kind of game.
You feel me, bro?
And
Ah,
then
there
Terra
it is.
comes out and
Okay.
says
That's better.
everything that
Okay,
I
so
would
here's the
hope
deal.
was intended, right? Now we
We're
don't know
maxing out odds for this
if
to
it'll turn
Nasty
out
Plot
as
twice, but
well
it's
as he
better if
hopes.
it's
That's
Nasty
the
Plot twice.
challenge with
Strength,
kind of
unless I
releasing these
crit it,
games into the
we never show
wild,
kill with
but
Flash Cannon after. If I clicked
I
Flash
love it.
Cannon and I crit or dropped him, I would show kill. So strength is the best move here. to click. This can Nasty Plot, this can Shadow Ball. If it Shadow Balls, it can't drop me, we're chilling. Okay. Okay. Now we Flash Cannon. Okay, he just didn't want to click the move. That's fine. I was trying to make you plot, bro. I was trying to make him plot, didn't work.
I'll check it out when I
Penguin
don't
is
have
one
the
speed
screen
point
up.
slower
Oh,
than
I can do a
Champ and is
different
always
tab.
dead to exactly one move here. That move is Dynamic Punch.
And I will keep it to myself.
Okay. Any mind controllers in the chat? Any mind controllers? Alright, sick. This is Dynamic Punch. We always get our exit here. This does 33 minimum. Puts us at 96. That's always exit. Okay. We're almost at the risky part. Everything so far is pretty good. Oh no, I'm confused. Monka.
Danger bug.
Danger bug. Okay. We go to the big Burge. W! The best 121 encounter. Okay.
People don't like Pidgey because of,
Okay,
obviously,
so,
it sucks in the early
if we had
game,
got
but
lucky,
Mega
actually, we would get
Pidge is
Sceptile
quite
next.
useful. Quite useful.
Would that have been lucky? That would have been lucky, actually, and I would explain why, but I'm not going to because it didn't happen. So we're not low enough to bait Sceptile fast kill here, base form. This is going to be Melmetal slow kill. So we kill this with Hurricane. You're dead. We're both no guard. Holy. Holy. But this is going to be Melmetal. Okay, and the pre-damage earlier got me 50-50 Dazzling Gleam, and it gets me exactly 1 in 4 here. This is a random move.
Mark, what's going on? What's good? I'm doing
No guard
great.
cancels out and nothing hits. We're just sitting there doing nothing.
We're watching
Now, this is
Cheesemo's
a risk. I mean,
Lily Cove
I was
Rival,
too lazy to find something
and
better.
then I'm gonna finish off Seafloor
If it
Cavern.
Thunder Punches, we're dead to...
How are you doing?
Because we didn't get a crit and we scaled defense, we're dead to 7 rolls of Thunder Punch crit. If it doesn't exit me, I do not care. Danger Bug. That's good. Okay, no exit. That's fine. On Golisopod, this is always Thunder Punch. We can just go to Conk. Goodbye. Silly metal guy.
I finished
even know
the
what this thing
grunts
is. What
last
is it?
stream.
It's just
I
nuts
had
and
to
melted metal.
I had
so
to
many
end stream a
nuts.
little abruptly last time.
Okay. This is Moltres. Demon in.
But that's okay. We finished tonight.
Demon in, look out.
Do some live calcing, which I haven't done in a minute. Should be fun.
Monka. Nut Sludge? Yeah.
Glad to hear you're doing well, though.
Okay. Demon in. We're -1 defense. That doesn't really matter here. This guy's a special attacker.
Archie is going down.
This guy has a kill with just Hurricane. If I go Penguin...
I'm not too worried about these ones, admittedly.
I should typically get
I am
Fiery
doing some
Wrath,
bug abuse that I haven't, a
which is
bug that
much
I
better to
haven't
get tatered
personally
on.
experienced, but I'm
Okay,
pretty
let's do that.
confident I know how it works.
Cheat and fuck. Penguin in.
Grunt 5, I got
The
Quick
best starter,
Claw
by the way. This is
spikes.
the best starter. There is no doubt about that.
But it was
you
fine.
Missed.
I
You bum.
almost tricked myself into throwing by leaving Auroravale up in the calc and thinking I was getting Zoroark when I actually got Toxicroak.
Oh, we're Unnerve. I forgot about that. Wait, that's awesome. Actually, it would be better to get in on miss. True. We're plus speed, we scaled speed, we outspeed after Rock Tomb, we kill with Rock Slide. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Oh. 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 You tried. Speed drop. Berserk Monka. It's never Joe. We're faster. Okay, now Sceptile can click Swords Dance, and guess what? We have the best fossil. It doesn't fucking matter. It never mattered, bro. We simply have the best fossil. We shrimply have the only fossil
It's
who
too
can
free.
kill this guy. W line, W streamer, now shake something for you. You're gonna have to ask T tomorrow morning. It's on cooldown. Just
Too
kidding, I got you.
free.
Oh yeah? Like my LCR lines? Riskless, easy? You like that, Daddy? You like when I shake that for you? There you go.
That's right, here. This one's for you, man. We're gonna do some live cooking.
Riskless.
It's gonna be great. All right. It's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be good. Whew. Guess you're not running it up tonight? Yeah, take the night off. Chill with me for a bit, huh? All right, here's the deal. We got Misty Terrain, Admin Shelly. Oh, let me get the tunes back on. Yeah, all right. So, Admin Shelly. We lead with Manectric, base Manectric, Baits, Surf, Moonblast, usually Moonblast. We Mega, and we Psychic Fangs. And we break the Veil immediately, so we don't have to worry about that. In Mega form, we never die to crit, and we always bait a second Surf or Moonblast to never make Nature's Madness. We Volt Switch, and we may or may not get special attack dropped. We'll just deal with that if it happens. But generally, he's going to be at about 50%, and we're going to get Rose on the field, who's going to take Surf or Moonblast. And Rose is going to bait Nature's Madness. Rose, again, could also get dropped, so there's a world where we get double Moonblast dropped where this gets awkward. But that's a pretty fictional universe. Rose is just going to have a Citrus. As long as Rose is above 50%, which it's very, very likely to be, we're going to get Hawlucha Acrobatics. It's going to Misty Seed on the switch-in, and activate Unburden, and always click Acro on us. We're going to go to Sticky Barb Gliscor. We're going to teach it Roost, which reminds me.
Granger knows that as an HVAC technician, the heat is on you every day. Your first call and
re-export because I was looking ahead. We have to get rid of knockoff, which should be fine because the era of hacks items is over. We teach the Roost TM to this guy. We give the Sticky Barb back over here. W ads, indeed. Give the sticky barb to Lucha, and we are dead to double crit with no item. So if we get crit into acro, that's a lose con. If Rose gets too low and we bait Stone Edge, that's a lose con. Both of those are quite fictional. Again, both of those are in double drop lines into wrong moves, so I'm kind of comfortable with it. Gliscor item list prevents Sword Stance, so we can just sit here and click a combination of Roost and Earthquake to stall 8 turns. After 8 turns of chip, let's double check that math because it's been a while since I actually looked at this line. 262 divided by 8, takes 32 per turn. 256. He'll be at 6 HP. After 8 turns, U-turn does a minimum of 12, so we will kill. We will take the sticky barb back, and we will activate Unburdened Bug. We're going to switch in. What's up, monkey? We're going to switch in something to take advantage of this bug. And the hero is going to be Choice Scarf Charizard. Scarf Charizard is uniquely not dead to Gengar, but always dead to Darmanitan and kills Darmanitan. So Darmanitan will think that it fast kills us due to Unburdened Bug. It will come in and die to Flare Blitz. And then we get to sack our Charizard to Gengar, who will now see kill with Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, or whatever. We'll do a little bit of free damage to make sure that happens. And so we'll collect a Mon and the Sash. If I'm wrong about the bug, things get really bloody really fast. But I don't think I am. And then Manectric can come back in at any HP and Volt Switch KO after Flare Blitz. That lets us pick our switch in again. Front 4 Mons are down. We pick, where are you? Volcarona. Give Volcarona a Citrus Berry. We're going to pre-damage Volcarona so that base Slowbro out-damages me. I don't even need to be dead to it, I just need to out-damage it, because I will always out-damage Kyurem. So I'll do a little bit of math to make sure I get the right HP there. So I bait base Slowbro. Base Slowbro is not dead to me and is always going to see itself as fast 2-shot, so it's guaranteed Surf. On the guaranteed Surf, I can U-turn into Rose, who's always going to be above 50%, so I'm never dead. Rose can Leaf Storm to KO. Base Bro, U-turn plus Energy Ball is not enough. Rose is going to bait potentially random move, but most likely Ice Beam or Freeze Dry. And because of Ice Beam or Freeze Dry, actually it doesn't really matter. We switch our high HP Volk back in, and we need to dodge like Earthquake drop into crit. We click Tailwind, we U-turn, do a little bit of chip, leftovers counteract some of it, but it's guaranteed Earth Power. We go to Gliscor on an Earth Power to confirm an Ice move. We do a little bit more chip with U-turn, and then we go to Ape, who is not Urshifu, so it needs help. And we Black Belt close combat with all of the support that we've given it. She's just pulled 122 plus attack Bolt. Where is the justice? Holy reboot indeed. What's up, J-Mash? That's our guaranteed 127 encounter that hasn't done anything in the builder. So, there's Messi, our pal. Let the man have his 1DR fun. You know what Polt doesn't do? Any of the tag fights, which are the real final bosses of 1DR. And, well, and the Elite Four is a legit boss. Yeah, Flare Blitz on 8 versus the Dragon type, for sure. I had already calced this. You're up 50k in smiles. 436% does less than overheat. Let's go. Alright, so... no scales here. Yeah. Let's get the squad ready, and I'll do a little bit of math with Volk at the end. What's up, Axel? Yeah, I want to finish this. I want to finish Seafloor Cavern. I intended to yesterday and didn't get to. Just my 3 fire type line. I had other crazy versions of this where I used Trevenant. I want to show this even though it didn't work out. Well, because it would have been a sack. So I had the ability to give... to sacrifice my Sticky Barb to let Trevenant switch in and click... Where are you? Where's Trevenant? So having Trevenant switch in here and click Phantom Force the turn that Halucha dies to Sticky Barb, and because I have Gudra, I could get 2 speed drops and actually have this guy be slower than my Trevenant, which is just breaks my mind that Halucha can be slower than anything. But if you turn off Unburden and you give it 2 speed drops, it ain't fast. Trevenant could Phantom Force on the turn Halucha dies, bait Gengar, dodge the Shadow Ball, hit the Phantom Force, and then kill with Sucker Punch, which would have been one of the coolest chain kills I've ever done. But I'm pretty sure the AI knows that Shadow Ball will miss, and it will just click Guaranteed Destiny Bond, which I believe also hits me in the other dimension, and so I would just be sacking Trevenant. But it was a cool idea, so I wanted to point it out. How deep in the builder we were trying to find ways, and then the bug hit me. Okay, Psychic Fangs, where are you? Apparently I don't have it. Where's the Psychic Fangs, TM? One 124 requires dive. I'm pretty sure I picked that up. TM 43. Am I stupid? I didn't teach it, I know that. No, I don't have it. Okay. First try. We're gonna finally drop Roar off of this thing, which is hilarious. It's made it this far. And it did matter. Roar did matter, chat. Don't be fooled. No, it was, I had a non-guaranteed bait order on Pyre, the Mount Pyre back-to-back, and I needed to get Cursola last, so I had Roar but I didn't have consistent bait order. I couldn't perfectly set that up. So I had Roar in case it came out early. I could live a hit, roar it out as the second to last mon, and then resume the line. Because I had Perish Song as the end game, but I didn't have enough roosts to Perish Song twice. That was fun. That was a fun one. All right, we got the Psychic Fangs. You have Flare Blitz. We need to go get the Choice Scarf. I mean, that's what we do around here, Lowry. While you were gone, I took a KO with Infestation Gudra. Huh? Just like I should have in the Egg E4, the Egglock E4. I never did.
You probably know Vistaprint for business.
Oh, too many ads. Come on now, music.
We print banners and signs that help you stand out and must.
That's ridiculous. I did it for Lowry specifically. The Egglock included a Rest Infestation Gudra set. So when I found out the Mon comes with it naturally, I was like, I'm doing that. Best day ever. Ben is here. 100%. Charizard gets the choice item. Roost TM is like a low number. Gliscor gets Roost. I think Knockoff's the worst move here. We need all 4 moves to do this, so it doesn't matter. It has to be those 4 moves. Six puzzles left to crack in the whole game. Dan, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yippee! And then 2 citruses. All right, and then we need a couple of pre-damages. Let's get that figured out. So Charizard does 40% to itself. So we need to pre-damage like 7%. To make sure we're always dead to Sludge Wave, because we don't want to like get Destiny Bond or get Mean Look somehow and then Flare Blitz burn kill it or something and change the bait order. Right, we need tempo. Flare Blitz crit burn into it dying and killing me in the process is fine because it still lets me choose my next mod. So 141 plus, what's that, 310 divided by 3. 103. 244. Okay. Yo, W Raid. Cheesemo TV. Yo, I heard you pulled an insane 122 Pokemon. That's what I heard. Is it real? Totally not deserved. Is it in the freaks? Welcome in, Raiders. We're about to hit up some Archie and stuff. Lowry, I just saw your message. That's crazy. Lonely 24 clear body. Oh my god. Oh my god. I believe I am contractually obligated to say, please wipe. Please wipe. Insane. Insane. But appreciate the raid. I imagine. Well, no, you got such a broad audience now. Half of your audience probably doesn't know me. So what's up? I'm IB Wing. I'm old. I also play Run and Bun, the one true game. And this is NG++, Seafloor Cavern. Clark. I am Uncle Wing. I was the original uncle, but I think Glow has taken over top Unk status. All right. There's one, and then the other pre-damage is. Oh right, we got to do this one precisely. Slowbro does 87%. Marshy, Zentrif, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you both. 180 followers. Oh my god. I've made it. Apparently, I only need to pre-damage 2, which I don't believe. No. I need 87%. Now, what number is 228? $259. If I'm too, do I really want to get this cute? I think I do. The HP does matter. I love how Terra said the early game would be easy and showed Brawly having a Zamazenta. That's our guy. Yeah, it does not. I would assume that it is not traditional Emerald. He clearly went out of his way to give it a new look and feel. If I'm 259, let's try that again. The out damage calcs are always terrifying. Okay, if I'm 259, let's double check this version. If I'm 259, I outdamage Kirim, and I am outdamaged by base Slowbro, right? That's base bro. Yeah. Pre-damage. 6 to... Alright, no pre-status. I think we got it. Manectite, Psychic Fangs, Volt Switch, Citrus Rose, Sticky Barb Gliscor with Roost, Black Belt Ape, Flare Blitz pre-damage Charizard with Choice Scarf. She's got a Lonely 24 Pult. Citrus 259. Let's go do some Shelly. Squad. And let's pray that we're right about the bug. Here you go, T. Airport seriously more sincere kiss. What? What? Yeah. He's cheating. Check the docs. Another Stefan W. Dude, my automod doesn't do anything. I'm shocked to see that. Another pre-recorded Cheesemo stream. True. Once an hour, he just says, thank you for blessing the whole. Every 10 minutes, he says, welcome in beast, and it's all good. How would we know the difference? Chewie. So true. How did I miss a Chewie? Chewie. He's got like 7 or 8 different Chewies. Bang! I love the bangs, man. They're so I do that all the time. So good. Get a couple bang. There's a couple. I'm him. It's true. Shout out AMG. The Chief Chewie-Yayer. Whole Quarters Church. Acceptable losses. Home of the Guy Packers. Yeah. Not many people know this, but Whole Quarters incorporated in Green Bay, Wisconsin because of all the packing going along. Yo, Katie. Oh no, we need luck for sure. Come on now. You've seen the lines. Welcome in. We ready, chat? Final check. Fangs. Berry. Roost. Barb. Flare Blitz pre-damage. Scarf. Citrus pre-damage. Black Belt pre-damage. No, I just taught it the TM one fight ago. It's had Flare Blitz up till now. I needed it for Bright Powder or Sharpedo. But I haven't clicked Flare Blitz in a couple of splits. Flare Blitz does some nice showing kills for chains in like Magma Hideout. It's alright. Alright, turn 1. We are dead to crit right now, but we're not once we Mega. We need to break the screens, the Veil, right away. I nearly forgotten Volt Switched immediately. This is Surf or Moonblast. There are some fictional scenarios we don't want to happen, and they start with Moonblast, a drop right now. All right, we don't see it. Fantastic. We are now dead to... That was a above average roll for him. So we're dead to almost every roll of Moonblast and some rolls of Surf as well. We Volt Switch. Let's pay attention to this roll. That looks pretty solid. Moonblast again. There's special attack drop. I don't think it matters because we high rolled. I also think that we could... Can I go back? The Nectric HP doesn't matter. So this turn, it's always Nature's Madness. You put in exact HP. Sorry, every part of this is really precise. All the HPs do kind of matter. This is always Nature's Madness. We're -1 special attack. We always kill with Leaf Storm. Could that be 45%? That could be. It could be 45% so that we don't kill with Volt Switch. I think we're better just taking Nature's Madness here. We'll always get Citrus and we'll always get Acrobatics. It's a little bit worse for later. Tough call. Keeping our Citrus would be nice. That means we don't get Earth Power later. How likely is it? So we did 11, which really was just 5, and then we did 50, but we got a pretty good roll. I think he was below. This would be a good time to know. Does that look like less than 44% to you guys? I think it's at least 40. I agree. Let me check something else real quick. 168. Unboosted Lucha sees kill with 168, so we would still get Lucha. Guaranteed Madness, which is good. We died everything else. Okay, I think we always kill. Nice. Okay. Good start. We send out Rose. Rose baits Halucha. Halucha gets Misty Seed and Unburden. And that makes it +1 Spadef and itemless, which means it always kills with acrobatics and nothing else. We go to Gliscor. Gliscor is dead to a good percentage of double crits, so we really want to not see crit turn 1. This is the only boosted acrobatics it takes, so after this, he's safe. Come on. Big. All right. We have to ration our roosts, but we're still going to click 1 here. Stone Edge miss. Doesn't really matter. Okay, that's 2 barbs. Three barbs. Four. Five. It's almost out of stone edges as well. Six. Do I count it right? Because I would if I can use both roosts, I will. So I switched in, that was 1 sticky barb, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is number 7. Yeah, we're good. Uptick in viewers. It's because I got the old cheese boost. Okay, he doesn't die this turn. We take our final roost. Okay. Love it, T. Now we want our sticky bar back for 2 reasons. 1, there's another Lucha to face later. 2, we need to do a little bug abuse. Halucha dies. We return the sticky barb to its rightful owner, Glizzy. And we send Charizard. And please, God, show me the right thing. Come on. Come on. Show me Darmanitan. Oh, we know this fucking game! We know this fucking game! Choice Scarf, Flare Blitz, Fast Kill. At 141 HP, Charizard baits Slow Kill Gengar. Gengar always sees kill with Sludge Wave, so it can't do anything silly here. Charizard, you weren't the encounter we wanted, but you were the encounter we needed. You were the only thing in my box that baited and fast killed Darmanitan. hero. We go back to Manectric. I only learned about that bug maybe 30 days ago. We Volt Switch KO. 4 Mons down, 2 remain. This Volcarona is supposed to bait Slowbro for out damage with the maximum HP we could have. So this was like intentionally, he does 88% to me, I do 87 point something percent to him. This is mega Slowbro. It doesn't matter that we're going to U-turn, but we will. We show fast 2-shot, so we can't set up. This is guaranteed Surf. Protein? The protein bug? Yeah, super effective, it says. All right. Mega Slowbro sprite is really cool. Okay. Lee Storm just kills. We might have the worst Rose you've ever seen, but it's still doing the job. Sorry for the mega sound there. Last Mon. Because we preserved HP earlier in the battle, we actually still have our Citrus too. This is Ice Beam or Freeze Dry into Rose. We need a little bit of chip because Ape doesn't do enough damage. Before I go there, we have the Black Belt, which is what we need. We got to go to Volcarona. The nickname 8675309 is Jenny's phone number. Those are phone number IVs. All right, Misty Terrain so we can't get frozen. This turn, we Tailwind, because 1 U-turn chip isn't enough. I need 2 U-turn chips. And watch me just take Earth Power. Volcarona doesn't care about your special moves. Okay, this is guaranteed Earth Power. If I had a Choice Band and an Urshifu, I could go there, but this is NG+, and I only have 1 choice item. Guaranteed Earth Power, we go back to Glizzy. I did this very same thing with Sticky Barb Crobat last run, but I needed the Tailwind for Glizzy to outspeed. This thing has leftovers. We don't care. We don't need any additional chip from Gliscor. We just need Gliscor to counteract the leftovers healing over the switch turns. So we get to fast U-turn here. This is guaranteed Ice move, which is also what Ape needs to switch in on. Make sure I'm correct about the HP we've done. We did 11 and we did 12. So we've done... Is that enough? Hold on, I gotta add that up. It might be a range, or I might have to fake out with Ape. This is actually razor thin. I don't need the Tailwind to last. Ape does naturally outspeed, but let me make sure this is right. All right, 41, 43, and 308 is 392 HP. 349 divided by 16 is 21. Is it exact? Did I say 391 HP? 392. By 1 HP, it's enough. This is Gliscor U-turn, guaranteed ice move. We go ape. Sometimes you got to manufacture some chip damage. Freeze risk and misty terrain. Totally. That guy's beaten the game 7 times. Don't worry about him. All right, we fake out because it's ape. Not because we need it. Fake out does more than leftovers heals, so technically we're making progress, and we naturally outspeed. All right, I'm convinced that visually that's more than 12%. We're black belt close combat. 105 4 base attack ain't that much, guys. One death Shelly. One death, one bug. Penguin just dies there. Torterra sweeps every fight, right? You just need a couple of 6 struggle bugs per mon. Oh, wait, we can't do that. How does he poo it? All right, we also have a 1 death Archie planned. I'm pretty stoked. It's going to be expensive, and we don't really have an answer for that, but we just deal with the lack of scales later. I have not taken Seafloor Cavern encounter yet, but I don't have any clue what I want. It was everything I wanted it to be as well, Shiro. I'm glad that Charizard could die a hero, because that is not a good mon, but it actually did 3 jobs that nothing else in my box did. So it was, as usual, the game giving me what I needed, not what I wanted. One of those jobs was really silly in that it learned Seismic Toss, but the other jobs were important. All right. We'll update the death count after the next fight because we know another one's coming. All right, and I want to do some checkage. All right. All right, next fight, we still bring Volk. We bring Raichu. We bring Blastoise. We bring Chomp. We bring Amistar. And we bring Hawlucha. All right, standard Archie team, right? Right, team? Guys? Guys? All right. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the IV numbers we needed on our phone number Raichu, who came with 10 speed as its second highest thing. It does not outspeed base 90. We're 110, and we don't outspeed base 90 Kyogre, which is kind of criminal. So we have to scale speed, and we have to electric gem, because we don't have double item. And that combination means that Raichu kills Kyogre. We're also going to pre-damage to be like 1 HP. We can just start at 50% for easy math. That's fine. Raichu is naturally dead to Overquill random move. I, for those that were here, had some pretty rough encounter tables left, but I had 126 underwater guaranteed Amistar, and I had 128 very likely Swift Swim Gorbis, and I ended up hitting Swift Swim on the Amistar as well, and it's gonna be the hero here. So, Amistar at level 89 with Swift Swim and a Choice Scarf and 23 natural speed IVs is 3 speed points faster than Overquill. And with Surf, I can deal 70% to it. I can also switch in on random move doing that. But I need 30% chip. And I'll always bait Superior afterwards, no matter what. So I need 30% chip. Garchomp can do that for me. So I don't sack Raichu. I just go Chomp on random move. I live random move crit. These are all contact moves, so I get Life Orb chip plus Rough Skin. If he misses me with Gunk Shot, that's fine. I just Brick Break or something, and then I do chip that way. Then I go, so no matter what, I get a Life Orb tick and a Rough Skin minimum. And then I go to Amistar. Gunky's not contact? Let's find that out. If so, I can just Jaboka Berry. Not contact. Ooh, good shout, chat. Do I spend a Jaboka? Originally, I was spending a Jaboka anyway. How do I want to play that? I don't think I do. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's say I get Gunk Shot. So I don't get Rough Skin. That's 10%. From Life Orb. And then another 10% from Life Orb. And then we Surf. I'd be risking Amistar. I'd be risking a Protect guy that's going to do good things. And then Amistar would very likely die. Nah, I don't think that's worth it. I think we just Jaboka for the 1 out of 3. That'll leave me with 1 Jaboka Berry for the rest of the game, which does matter, considering that I have Unburdened Hawlucha. But we'll deal. That way, getting hit by a move means I'm guaranteed 12.5% plus Life Orb. Yeah, 2 Life Orb ticks plus a Jaboka always means that he's taken 30%. So we go on the switch to Amistar, we click Surf. If he misses Gunk Shot on the switch, then obviously we're not dead to crit. So we're fine. Amistar from any HP baits Superior slow kill. We go to Volcarona, who takes nothing. We will pre-burn. We will scale special attack. We did not scale last fight intentionally so that we could be higher HP and not out damage Slowbro. So we Silver Powder, pre-burn, and we do the same play we just did. We Tailwind, then we Silver Powder Bug Buzz. Even if we get double crit, we can't get Substitute because of Bug Buzz sound-based move. We can get Leech Seeded. That's less damage than Crit Leaf Storm. We're fine. We're going to bypass Aegislash in Tailwind because the base form does like 20% to me. Yeah. And we get Zapdos Slow Kill. Random move, but all of these moves hit and rain. We go to our pre-damaged Raichu, who will have to get sacked here. So we Tailwinded, we KO'd Superior, We sack Raichu. We have 1 turn remaining of Tailwind. And so Big Man Blastoise can hit a Water Spout in the rain and KO Zapdos. Unfortunately, our Blastoise isn't fast enough to do this without investment. The next part, but Tailwind ends, and now AI has to choose a switch in. Aegislash is dead in shield form and outspeeds me. That's interesting. I'm going to think about that for a second. Plan A, I might get a little frisky here. The riskless plan is candy scale. If I candy Blastoise and I scale speed, Blastoise gets to 155 speed, which outspeeds base Swampert. I either need to underspeed both or outspeed both. If I outspeed both, then Blastoise kills Zapdos, baits Aegislash, and then kills Aegislash, getting Swampert for guaranteed Earthquake, because we will also show kill with Water Spout, so he can't even power up Punch. And then Hawlucha comes in, unburdens itself, and outspeeds Swift Swim guy, and just, there's a Pokemon with Earthquake, and we're faster than everything in the game. So we win. So that's riskless. The question is, can I cheat myself into doing this without the resource expense? And I don't think so. And the reason I don't think I can, maybe if I teach Hydro, does Hydro show kill to base Swampert? I don't need Icy Wind. No. Come on, Blastoise, your max special attack and you can't do it? Bummer. Because I won't be 100% if I don't candy scale. I won't be 100% HP, so Water Spout damage is reduced. And I'm Mega, so I'm holding the Mega Stone. So no, we're going to candy scale. Because this is freaking Archie. And we're managing to do it 1 death with scraps. And that requires resources. So Blastoise, Megas, KO Zapdos on the last turn of Tailwind, KO's Aegislash as well, and then pre-freeze Aspie or Hawlucha finishes the job. So all in total, that is 3 scales and a candy and a Pokemon and a Jaboka and an electric gem. It's a lot, but it's what I found, and it always wins. Busy chatting in Hulkcore. Okay. Good for y'all. Yes, I will win this fight. Doing some frogging? I want to get in. I like frogging. Oh, new guy. Killing Crobat turn 1 theory. Oh my god. Tailwind double is really... It's the first time you have a chance to learn the AIs. I get it. I get it. Alright, do I have the 6? No, I have 5 Pokemon. Who am I missing? I'm missing the cheater Hawlucha character. I'll tell you, the Tailwind TM value on Volcarona cannot be overstated. Insanely good. Volk is the glue guy that has held this box together with its bare hands. I had plenty of good Pokemon. There's other great stuff in the box, but there are so many fights where a Volcarona Tailwind or Volcarona Lagging Tail U-turning in an on-course setup and then still doing something else later just fixed all of my problems. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's so specially bulky. And it's got the 4x grass resist, so it does really... I mean, for God's sake, it wasn't dead to Life Orb Salamence Draco Meteor on Grunt 5. It was just like, you can dual wing beat me, jump. Crazy. No, like you're fighting the Elite Three as in the 3 Norman gym trainers and then the champion Norman. Yup. There's a candy. We have one. Here, Blastoise, have a candy. And I can't even be mad that I have to scale the speed, because if I was any faster, the Blastoise couldn't have done Space Tag. So this really is necessary. I don't even get to feel sorry for myself. Okay, and then we have Raichu Speed. We have Special Attack Volk. And we have Blastoise, minus speed, Blastoise speed. What else? We need the... So many things to remember. Surf. Have there been any riskless, deathless space tag lines? Yes, they include exactly Jolly Candied Mega Medicham. I do not know of any other riskless, deathless ones. I know of other deathless ones, but not riskless. Yeah. All right, Electric Gem, Choice, Scarf. We said Jaboka because we're not going to greed. I do think the Pokemon is worth more than the Jaboka, though it's close. Because Rocky Helmet Lucha doesn't work. It has to be Jaboka. Jolly Medicham is still out there for the leftover lock. I have, which I'm not doing. It's a meme, guys. Don't get fooled. I did not get Jolly I didn't get Medicham. I didn't get Viv. There's a couple of like pretty common mons, especially common to like winning runs, that I just didn't get. Cheesemo will pioneer a new one, I heard. Riskless? You're not a riskless guy. Come on. Yeah, it's riskless. How it ends up. Come on. Okay, anybody else need pre-damage? I think no. Okay. Electric Gem, faster than Kyogre, done. Choice Scarf, Surf, done. Jaboka Berry, done. Is a different Pokemon more worthwhile? Let's double. I'm gonna check that as well. It might be more worth a sack of a bad Mon than to use the Jaboka. Right? If I have something that takes random move, which is pretty rare, so I get 2 Life Orb ticks, and then a Raichu Fake Out, I'm kind of gold. So let's check that. But first, Blastoise, you are good. Volcarona, 31 special attack is good. And then Aspire, Unburden, Frozen, Lucha. Okay. All right, back to the builder. Let's see if we can save the Jaboka for the price of 1 Pokemon we don't love that much. There aren't that many things that take a hit from Overquill. Lug does it, but I think Avalugg is kind of important. I also think that Copperage is kind of important. I doubt that any of my so-called not great mons are going to do this job. I could, if Goodra can show a kill to Overquill, I can replace Goodra and get a speed drop on Throat Chop or Waterfall, and that would allow me to damage boost. And damage boost Mystic Water Surf always works off of 2 hits. I think I looked at this before, and Goodra can't show the kill. Surely Hydro Pump in Rain is the best thing Goodra can do. Right, because Goodra doesn't get, like, Earth Power, does it? Gets Earthquake, which we don't learn. Yeah, Hydro Pump would have been the best option. That actually would have been really cool. That's a shame. And we don't have the slot to do, like, Eggy Pivots. Coma, oh no. No, everybody dies. No, it's got to be this. Let's just spend the Jaboka. All good. All right. Raichu doesn't die. Let me check Volt Tackle, make sure it's also the same 33% recoil. 33% recoil. Yep. Okay. Kyogre HP. 307 divided by 3. We take 102. We're at 111. We always live. We bait full random. I think we're cool. We tried. Okay, we only have 1 mega. Little, definitely safer than my last Archie. My last Archie had Carnivine. But he clutched up. Is he Buns? Don't sleep on that. No, Carnivine ended up being a hero. Carnivine did Archie Swampert for me, and then it came to the evils who topple us back to back, and used my defog TM to prevent rocks on the Kabutop's lead without triggering weak armor. Right, so I could sash it, get rid of rocks, and sack, and that let me get a U-turn KO, which kept me from wiping to that thing. So we were very happy with Carnivine by the end of the run, but make no mistake, it was a horrendous Carnivine that was so bad for most of the run, it couldn't even do the job of a crappy Carnivine risk a crit grass type. I just had to risk Luxray over and over, and pretend that Luxray was a grass type instead. It was like minus special. I had adamant 4 special, 7 speed Carnivine or something crazy. It was slower than the minus speed Octillery in Flannery's gym, which is a sentence no one should have to say. Quackshifu! Yes, Golduck. Golduck wasn't as useful as I would have thought, but it had its moments. Golduck did do the Salamence on Grunt 5, and obviously took advantage of Swift Swim a couple of times. I don't remember. We'll just do this. Hey, it worked. Electric Gem Raichu, Jaboka Chomp, Choice Scarf Surf, Silver Powder Bug Buzz. $31 special. Blastoise, 31 speed, level 90, Mega. Thank you, I need it. I need the luck. Fairy Gem acquired. It's amazing when I think of line as riskless and I'm still nervous. That's what this game does sometimes. But this was, as frustrating as some of it was, this was the most fun Seafloor Cavern I had to date. Ads, I will wait. Guess we can still get the music, huh? You got it. All right, it ain't 1DR, but it is my second straight attempt at a 1-death Archie. Which I didn't know there were even enough Pokemon in the game that could do that. You learn every day. My, in the last 12 hours, Knight in Shining Armor. Oh, what a time for a raid! What's up, Nutty? How's 120? Oh, what a hero. All right, we start with this. Volt Gem, Electric Tackle, Speed Scale, Raichu. Nutty is going crazy on it. Just walks back into the game and wins. All right, we're going to be left on like 7 HP. Ooh. All right, we get Overquill next. Swift Swim, Demon, Overquill. We go to Garchomp. Raichu is going to die another day. Throat Chop means we did waste the Jaboka, unfortunately. Rough Skin plus Jaboka plus Life Orb is enough chip. Abuse your abilities. Garchomp took 60% from Waterfall and Throat Chop. That was like max roll non-crit. We took 90% from the worst case. Garchomp uniquely takes random move crit and miss and shows kill with Earthquake, so we never get Swords Dance. Even though we outspeed, we need the Life Orb chip, so Swords Dance needed to be prevented for me to save a life. Only Garchomp could do that. We have another Pokemon that switches into random move crit. The unlikeliest of heroes. Swift Swim Amistar with Choice Scarf outspeeds by 3 and kills with Rain Boosted Surf. We outspeed everything. And there's a Pokemon next with a grass move. I can use sound-based moves again! Soy! Superior in. Guaranteed Leaf Storm. I didn't pre-burn. I do think I'm just going to script it on. Yeah. Yes, I will. I had too many things to prep. I don't mind that. It's NG++. They can gatekeep me off the sheet. Yes, this is definitely NG++ privilege. For sure. We Tailwind. Leaf Seed is fine. A Fire Type gets burned by Soak and Scald in the wild, which Araquanid comes with, or Dupiter. Okay, we are now faster. We scaled special attack and our Silver Powder so that Bug Buzz always kills. Oh no, it is flame. It's Flame Orb plus Soak. There are Scald Soakmons in the wild though. I think it's on Route 120. Zapdos sees potentially random move kill. This is why we pre-damaged Raichu. Raichu has been our fun little extra encore guy, but it's time to go. Someone must leave. I don't need U-turn chip, correct? Correct. Someone has to die, and they have to die this turn. Thank you, Raichu. We go to the hero of this fight. If only AG were here for some big man Blastoise. In Tailwind, in Rain, with Mega. We Water Spout. We also spent a Candy and a Scale, but it's not needed for this turn. This turn, we just obliterate full HP Zapdos. Who needs a Greninja? Who needs a second choice item? Bang! Bang! And now Tailwind ends. But we are 155 speed, which is 1 point faster than base Swampert and 3 points faster than Aegislash. So Aegislash comes out here. And we collect another. We kill Shield Form once again. And because we are 1 point faster, because we are full HP, Water Spout shows kill to base Swampert, so base Swampert cannot click Power Up Punch. This is guaranteed Earthquake. Click EQ! Don't do it! Don't do it, you bum! Fair and balanced Pokemon alert, so true. Nice swift swim, buddy. Oh, huge crit. Crit mattered. Crit means you don't have to Encore again, I think. So it does save us a turn. And we are just straight up dead to Liquidation. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Lucha character is, in fact, disgusting. Encore ends, but we don't care. And that's Seafloor Cavern down! Crazy! Let's go. Let's go. The privilege is real. New tech unlocked for all of our 1DR gamers. A little golly pivot in there, and that works. Oh my god, with the sub from Clouded, what a hero. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not worthy. Cutscene. Guy packing Raichu. Thank you. Yeah, I was feeling pretty silly when I first found that. I'm like, there's no way. As I was trying to calc it before I pulled the dive sim encounter, and then I got the 23 speed Swift Swim Amistar that I was hoping for, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. But it worked. Level 100 Zoroark incoming, so true! Not to mention an Enamorous. Does this mean we get Cave of Origin too? Guys, don't fight, be friends. All right, 2 death Seafloor Cavern. It ain't 1DR, but I do an okay impression. Most likely, Kasib. I know you've asked a couple of times. But probably. But I'll have to roll. I'll have to figure out some way to do the odds that I would have encountered it, because technically I could get it at a lower. I could get a lower level Zoroa Hisui. Audino is still available. No, Audino's still out there. We may have dodged some goats, but we've also dodged some absolute bums. Stuff like Big P, Amoongus, are still, Aledian are still out there, never used by me. Okay. Let's update. 25 deaths. Let's go for NG+++. Thank God for new games. Thank God for new games coming out. That's all I'll say. All right. Erratic weather time. Oh, and we can level up if we want. If we want. But I think I'll just keep things under leveled until I need them. Thanks for hanging out, Mark. Let's write down my items too, because I used a bunch there. I only have 2 candies left for E4. So that was a pretty big expense. And then this was Volk special attack. This was Stoy's speed. And this was Raichu speed as well. I've had an unfortunate number of guaranteed required scales to do stuff. So I was greedy early on, but the natures and IV rolls still have brought me down a little bit. All right, Protean bug battle. Everyone's favorite, my favorite topic. I love explaining it to people over and over and over again. So we'll do it one more time. Shout out to Cheese, who I've probably helped him with this one more than anything else. I think he's got it now though. After like 5 times through, I think he's got it down pretty good. Leaf Storm is just going to kill the Stunfisk, and then we probably can bait whatever we want. Do you guys outspeed me? You don't. You do. No Viv for Venusaur coming up? It's so Joe. It is so Joe. We were just talking about that with Katie Bug the other night. She was doing erratic weather. So we can get guaranteed Heat Wave Archeops. You know, I did not consider this at all, but it's a pretty solid idea. No, I would bait wrong. What if I level up? Because I have Protect Amistar. Oh, it doesn't quite do it. So the idea was switch in on Heat Wave, Protect on the Power Herb turn, and then tank a +1 Air Slash. Oh, but then we would flinch. Nope, terrible idea. Nope, nope, bad start. Don't do that. All right, so we need a Mon that's going to take a Heat Wave and bait an Air Slash if we do it this way. Como can do that very well. Take Heat Wave, bait Air Slash. Go to Manectric on Air Slash. We do take base Air Slash damage, but I don't think it matters. And then Jolteon in the back is always going to see kill, right? Yeah, we take base Air Slash. Kill with Thunderbolt. That works out pretty well. Kill with Thunderbolt. What's the damage we take? We take a minimum of 30. We take a minimum of 24, and nothing else outspeeds me. I outspeed the Greninja, which is really nice. So it is only Jolteon that outspeeds us. We'll get always Weather Ball. I remember I first played this game casually. I tried to wait out the weather to play the erratic sun fights in the rain and vice. Yeah, that took me a minute. That took me a minute to figure out as well. There's so many things that I did not know at first. I'll say this as a general statement. Como and Garchomp look really good into the whole fight. Especially, look at Assault Vest. Right, because this Arcanine is special. We've special Arcanine. We have this Jolteon that does nothing to us. We kill the Arcanine. And we don't bait flinch chances from the Greninja. So Garchomp just like dunks on everybody if we can position it. So I'm pretty sure I want to bring him. It's just about, you know, when and how. Because I probably don't want to waste all of the good stuff. But I guess I could go Ape on Weather Ball and bait Thunderbolt. I don't know. Go Swampert. Doesn't really work. Okay, I'll just think about that for a second. How am I doing you? Does 3-hit always see kill on a Chomp? Can I just get... So what if I just do Jolteon with Chomp? I'll always get Cloyster for Shell Smash, because this is nothing else is ever seeing kill. I'll get Slow Kill Icicle Spear. Always. And then who takes Icicle Spear and kills? That looks like Salazzle stuff. Salazzle takes Icicle Spear. -2 Dark Pulse is the most damage it would see. It would see 33%. So I could Citrus and be fine, or I could use Ape there. Oh, Ape also dominates. But Ape doesn't bait as well. Volk, maybe? No, Volk's not going to bait well either. Yeah, no, let's do Lazzle to get Scorching Sands. Ooh. Can Ape be a pivot instead? Can Ape do the Archeops pivot? Ape's too fast. No, and it takes too much from Meteor Beam. Okay. So we go Lazzle on Guaranteed Icicle Spear. We click Sludge Bomb or Flamethrower. We get Arcanine for Scorching Sands always. Slow kill. I want to save Chomp HP. It's crazy. Volcarona almost lives Scorching Sands into Flamethrower crit in Sun. Scorching Sands. Base Altaria does pretty well. Or is it just an Unburdened Lucha angle? I mean, it's not Earthquake, but it's a ground move. If I think it's guaranteed, why not? What don't I like about that? What I don't like about it is that Halucha would bait Gunk Shot. I'm not sure that anything that beats Arcanine wouldn't bait Gunk Shot, though. But at least it's Greninja. It's the Protean, the Spikes guy last, right? If you don't have removal on your team, you want to bait it last. All right, so we'd switch in. We get Unburdened on purpose so that Greninja sees, so that Greninja can't switch in because we fast 2-shot it. And then we would just on corporate break this guy down. Is that really good? I prefer to figure out a way to get... Like, I know Chomp probably does this, but I'm already taking 2 Weather Balls, so I'm at 50%. I definitely can't take 2 Gunk Shots with potential poison, right? I can't just bank on, even with Assault Vest, I can't just bank on no poison. So I've gotta find a way to slot compress. So do I have an Air Slash baiting Mon that can also do Cloyster? Como-O does outspeed it, but I'd have to turn Icicle Sphere into something else. It's getting weird now. All right, how do I solve this last part? I mean, Volk can absolutely switch in on Icicle Spear. Star could be Choice Scarf here, actually. That's not crazy talk. But I'm just asking Chomp to do too much. I know it. So if I'm asking Chomp to do... If I'm asking it to do Jolteon, then I need it to come in on Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. Right, I think that's fair. So, do I have somebody that baits this correct? Or do I just, like, pivot with Rose? Nope. Mega Altaria. Take a Weather Ball and a Thunderbolt. Altaria can just kind of sit on it. Right, so we take a Weather Ball in base form for like max roll crit 33%, and then we Mega on the guaranteed Thunderbolt. You do deal with Cloyster later as well. So what would that look like? We switch in, do we just like Roost 5 times? And then you'll do the Cloyster later, we hope, we think. What's the problem with that? The problem with that is I'd have to pre-burn to prevent Thunderbolt paralysis. So that's not great either. Oh yeah, Mon's on top. So here, this is shout out Syl. Princess Silmar built this calc. It's fantastic. It has all of the features of the original calc and some more that make it a lot better. A lot of newer players really like the % chance for moves to be clicked if they're still learning the AI. I wouldn't trust it with your life. I would make sure you know the AI, but it definitely helps everybody. Mons on top is huge. Third Monkey I know uses, there's a range compare tool where you can add different situations to the bottom to understand whether or not you live every version of like miss crit and stuff. I'm old school and still do that stuff manually. And if you don't like all of those things, you can turn them off. It's amazing. Congrats on lapping you, Jay. I don't want to lap you, Jay. I want you to win too. How about we just both win on our own time, huh? How about that? All right, I like this lead in general. Do I have anyone else? Como is kind of funny that it does everything. So maybe I just ask Como to do some work. Right, Como and Chomp just seem like they generally win the fight. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure I'm calculating with 89 Chomp as well, so let's level that to 91. Right, everything that we're using can be 91. Speed is everything. You ain't first, you last. Lowry, I've seen you and your stall strategies. I know you don't have a need for speed. Open to ideas, chat. Always easier to see it from the viewer's perspective. All right. So Como can be a pivot and do Cloister. The problem is that I also need a Cloister pivot. Do I have somebody that... If I lead Volk, I think Volk just gets me... Meteor Beam, right? Meteor Beam kill, like always. And I don't kill. I'd have to be choice specs specifically. That seems bad. I seem to remember my Executor being just slower because I'm minus speed. Yeah, I'm actually slower than Stunfisk, which is, again, a sentence I didn't think I'd expect to read. We have base 32 speed Stunfisk here, who isn't plus speed, because why would Dexa make that plus speed? And we've managed to underspeed it. Good job, Eggy. We love you, buddy. W. Facade doesn't kill. How about Cinderace? This is the old Blaze Cinderace die angle, right? Yeah, we just take 40% recoil and die. Thanks, Dexa. Appreciate the cool move set, pal. Soy. Fantastic. I'm not mad at all. No, I would never. How about, like, fake out overheat pre-damaged ape? Or pre-status, I should say. No, it would be like... Not quite. Even that's not enough. Even the cheater ape character can't do it? No, I think I think Rose is the lead. Right, I have 2 grass types. Oh, Trevenant. I have Trevenant. What would Trevenant do? Oh, I want to keep Treven under-leveled for potential wand stuff. So, no. It's exactly Rose lead. And then Rose can only bait Archeops for early Greninja, which we don't like because it's random move, right? We'd be pre-damaged to get this. And we'd be pre-damaged really low. So let's ditch the assault vest. Assault vest idea, and let's see if we can do some like cheater encore ideas instead. because Chomp can bait Weather Ball naturally too. Because it's doing such a small amount of HP, it doesn't change a whole lot. It does mean that Dark Pulse is the move that's seen. One problem at a time. All right. So let's try to bring Swampert and do like Choice Scarf Encore. Is that a thing we can do? That would be like bring Volk. Just bringing everything that can do Cloister. Is that the idea? Just bring 19 mons that can do Cloister. Okay, that's the plan. In fairness, I could just say Manectric does Cloister, right? Because we're taking 44 worst case, so we have a 55% Manectric who would need, I mean, a good number of crits on -1. I don't know. Okay. What if I say, I talked about Amistar. Maybe it's Pert, because Pert can pivot on 2 different mods, which is Como-O couldn't do that. So let's say I bring Swampert on Heat Wave, and then I Protect on Meteor Beam +1. Then I bait Air Slash. And +1 Air Slash doesn't kill Manectric with crit. Then I Volt Switch Manectric. And what would that mean? Does +1 Air Slash crit put me in, what would that be, 34%? Hidden Power Grass would never see kill. So we could go, we'd have Manectric in. We'd get not any triple random, not HP Grass. We go Swampert, we give it a Citrus, and we go level 91. So we can take the Heat Wave, Weather Ball, Thunderbolt combo, and I think other than like Heat Wave crit burn plus 1 in 3 Weather Ball crit burn, we'd always be safe to get a Choice Scarf Encore off. Well, I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like this a lot. So we get HP Grass. We go Choice Scarf Encore, and we have my favorite little combo in the universe, which is Lazzle, Volcarona, U-turn. So we Encore, and we just use the Life Orb damage to kill it. We don't even need to Toxic. So Scarf, right? We're just taking Hidden Power Grass, so there's a very good chance we can switch in on a Gunk Shot at the end and win with Salazzle. And once the water type goes away, which it's required to, Flamethrower will kill after any Sash Break. Weather Ball does not burn. No, it just turns into a 100 base power fire type move. It has no secondary effect. Heat Wave Burn from Archeops is what I was saying. Heat Wave Burn. Manectric kill, so that's 2 slots for 2 slots. Archeops is the biggest threat, and it's down. Jolteon, we Encore, we go Volk, we U-turn. We slow U-turns, we take 2 HP Grasses on Volk. we... Yeah, so I think I'd be risking Swampert not baiting just HP Grass if I took crit burn Heat Wave plus crit Weather Ball, like 1 and 3 with burn, and like everything goes wrong. I think that's the only way that I'm in trouble. I'm sure I didn't perfectly say it, but I did have it straight in my head. We go... So we don't know exactly how many turns, but we'll figure it out. But the idea would be to go Encore, Volcarona, U-turn, back, or even just pivot back. Oh no, we can Tailwind, right? Spicy Tailwind? Hold up. That's got some potential. Swampert, potential burn means I can't use Swampert for it, but that would be sick. Another Swampert and Tailwind. All right, so Encore, Switch, Tailwind, Overheat. We'll still show Kill to Cloyster. And let's see. Switch in Encore. I almost like want to get into Swarm. So set up Swarm. No, if I set up Swarm, then he can do weird ability stuff. What if I get... What if I don't Scarf? Let's keep going with this for now. So I think we just go Salazzle, Encore, Switch back, Encore again, or we can switch Rose because Rose HP doesn't matter. So we Encore, go Rose, go Lazzle. Encore again, go Rose, go Lazzle. Once we're happy with the HP, we have infinite chances to do that because, again, Life Orb damage. We Tailwind U-turn. So we'll be like whatever HP Volcarona we want. And we have Tempo now. This is... What did we say it was? 34% Manectric. Is 34% Manectric ever baiting you? No. But we show Kill to you, so we would get like random move Arcanine. If we went Manectric. Other options include Swampert that... Oh, no, because Icicle Spear wouldn't be 3-hit. Yeah, so we could bait Solar Beam Arcanine. And if it's Solar Beam Arcanine, we just go right back. We go right back to Lazzle. It's 2 Pokemon with a grass move. It's like better than having Earthquake. We go back to Lazzle. We Encore that. Is this real? We go to Lazzle. We Encore. We... go to Volk. Maybe it isn't even Volk. I'm close. I'm close. Because I'm managing to kill everything without bringing a new Pokemon in, so I still have a full slot. But just no choice item. Okay. So what if we say we want Scorching Sands? Can you take multiple Scorching Sands? You can. What about in Tailwind? In Tailwind, you could finish the job? Almost. So the idea is set up another Tailwind to KO Arcanine and fast U-turn the Gren. This box is so fun. All the lines are crazy. I can't just kill 5 mons. I've gotta Encore twice. Just Choice Scarf Encore. What is this? That Solar Beam's doing real damage too. So we Encore Solar Beam, we go Volk. On Solar Beam. What if we save the Assault Vest for you? Because then we can, like... Then I can't Tailwind. So no, let's just go, like, Citrus or something. And let's say we Tailwind, we U-turn, we go Chomp with a Lumberry. Hold on. We cooking? Lumberry Chomp, we teach it Rock Tomb. Tailwind, U-turn, take Flamethrower. Right, Encore, Volcarona, Tailwind, U-turn, fast Earthquake, Tailwind still up, probably spikes, but we just Rock Tomb and Outrage. Tailwind ends after the Rock Tomb, and none of these resist Dragon. I think that line works. Let's look at it one more time. Miracle Seed Rose, level 89, Leaf Storm KO Stunfisk. We can be 182 HP to get guaranteed fast kill Heat Wave over Meteor Beam. Thoughts on the starters for Null? In general, I am really excited for Null. I'm specifically excited to have different starters than the ones in the only game I've ever played. And those fit the bill. And Terra seems to have been very thoughtful in giving you 3 viable, powerful, and unique starters. In how, right, like I like the Mons. I like each Mon individually, but even just like the teaser tech shown off shows that they will, it's not just like Blaze, Overheat, Fennekin. Like, you get interesting stuff. So I'm very excited to play all 3. If I'm honestly, even though I'm a Torterra gamer, I'm probably the least excited about Battle Armor Chespin. But I'm still gonna try it first because I always start with the Grass starter. Battle Armor, good ability. You know, nobody asked if it's 1.5 times crits in his reveal today. Yeah, it totally depends on I mean, it more than the move sets, because I'm sure that he gave good move sets to all of them. Like I'm sure of that already. The question for me is, how do they match up into the game, the AI that he built, right? And that's you only get that way with playing it. There's no chessmen in Plat Kaizo. Correct. It's the same starters we have now. I am a lot more lukewarm on Platinum Kaizo than I am. I'm very excited for Null. I will try Plat Kaizo because it's a big, exciting release game. We'll see, and I hope it's more fun than it looks like for me. But I have no. I was thrilled when Run and Bun, right before I was into. I watched Nuzlocke, but I never streamed. I didn't play any Nuzlocke, right? This was the first time. Run and Bun was the first time I looked at a Nuzlocke and said, that looks fun to play, right? I always liked the idea of a Nuzlocke, but it's like you got to do all like the XP management and the level grinding, like all of the stuff. And then finally Run and Bun came out with the first like built-in quality of life experience, at least as far as I knew. Maybe other games had it, but not ones that I'd heard of. Totally understand if I'm wrong there. And it was enough for me to say, "Ooh, that looks fun to play." I always wanted to play the hardest Pokemon game out there, but that grindy stuff sounds terrible. And so then we got Run and Bun, then we got Lucid, and you know, Lucid is the best quality of life experience you've ever seen, hands down. And then now level grinding's back, and I'm like, what are we? It's just, to me, that one is a big letdown. I'm gonna look past it and hope that it doesn't feel that way in the way the game plays. But it makes me less excited for the first try. Rad Red, perhaps. It's funny, people say a lot of good things about Rad Red, but none of them are ever, I had fun and you should play it. And that's I've never picked it up. I only have secondhand information. But it's always like, yeah, hey, it's a well-designed game, and you should play other things. Yeah, like EK was an amazing game. It's what got me into Nuzlocking at all, like interested in it. But like, I'm not going back and playing it now. Like, brutal. No, thank you. And I'm sure we have scripts for some of this stuff, but people are making games like this now. People are making games thoughtfully with the stuff already built in. I'd like to go forward, not back. We'll see. I could absolutely be wrong. I hope that I am. This community is starved for new great games, and we are so spoiled to have two right now. I feel a little bit bad for all of the creators that it's two games at once, because I think both the level of effort put into both of these games deserve kind of their own stage that they won't have. So we KO turn 1. Protean bug means we don't. Greninja doesn't see kill. We're 182 HP. We bait Heat Wave. We go Swampert. We level up. We Citrus Berry. We take critical Heat Wave. We never show kill. We protect on Meaty Beam. Bait always Air Slash. We go to Manectric on Air Slash at +1. We tank it. We tank crit. Leaves us at 34%. And we rip a nice Thunderbolt. Everyone will eat, and when we get tired of one, we will have the other. May the best game win. Yeah, it's that part. It's going to be fun. It's great for the community. I feel bad for the developers specifically, right? It's great for everybody else that we have fantastic games to choose from. But one game taking over the scene is like the best. That's the best time to be into Nuzlocking. And Won't have that here. Cheesemo will be playing Run and Bun in August, my prediction. I think that the Cheesemo only ever wants to play one game. Song has been played. And Cheese, I don't want to speak for you, so speak for yourself. My guess is you are pretty excited about these games too. We get non-HP grass. It's actually a useful speed tier finally from Manectric. We get not HP grass Jolteon. We go to Pert. We confirm HP grass. We go to Scarf Lazzle. Go Scarf Lazzle. We encore HP grass. Then we switch Rose. We go back. We do here. Yippee! You would have played Lucid longer if it didn't tank viewership. Yeah, I hung in there for a long time. You and O2 are the only people I've ever enjoyed watching play Lucid at all. But as soon as you don't seem to be having fun, like, then it's not fun to watch. Because it was already a game I wasn't playing and knew that I didn't want to play. So I'm like, I'm hanging out. I'm not learning about the game. It doesn't look like you're having fun. It just, like, why am I here? So I know I'm definitely one of the viewers that dropped off. I went from an every day to like an every couple days. Yeah. And you can talk and you were going back, which was hilarious. I enjoyed that bit. Like, oh yeah, I'm going back totally. Like, after this run. Well, an NG plus. Well, another turtle run. Well, Penguin 1DR, let's go. Oh, it was so great. It was so great. He was never going back. We all knew. We all knew. All right. Let me make sure I know these turns in my head. Because HP is going to matter here. So it's 1. I guess I don't need a citrus. I can like silver powder to make the ranges better. I don't know that it changes anything. So true, Mook. He's like, ain't no way I'm running that bull. 1DR, slop. I'm above that. He didn't say that. I'm putting those words in his mouth. I'm above that. And then he ran the 1DR. Then he had the minus defense Kingdra incident, and he's like, that's the end of the 1DR arc. And he booted it up less than 24 hours later. Look, our goat, our fearless leader, he means what he says. He may not still mean it tomorrow, but he means what he says when he says it. And by the way, you check his viewership and you check other people's viewership. He's crushing it. Yeah, I imagine the adrenaline is crazy. I worked really hard to not reset when I lose them on, and so I won't let myself play 1DR because it would create the habit all over again. The downside is perfect lines on bum fights are necessary. That's my shit. That's my shit. All right, encore, switch. So we know it could be a bonus 10%, but let's assume that we get electric move on this switch. Just to say it's 1 life orb, encore's 2 life orb, switch is 3 life orb, switch back is 4 life orb, encore is 5 life orb, switch to Volk is 6 life orb, Tailwind is 7 life orb, and then we silver powder U-turn. So the question is the life orb rounding a problem? That is some crazy IB nonsense if I've ever seen it. 23 times 7. A lot less. No one has lost to the Skyline. So, oh, that's so funny. $237. It does work. Okay, 7 ticks plus Silver Powder Life Orb means we can Tailwind and KO regardless of what we get on Swampert. We presume that we don't get the horrible burn crit line. And as long as we don't, it's always Arcanine Solar Beam. Do I? Oh, I'm talking like I'm stupid. I'm like, oh, this line's cooked. I don't have Cloyster killed yet. Yo, O2! Didn't see you there. Sorry, pal. I'm doing well. I'm running out of gas a little bit, but trying to do some live cooking for a change. And hope you're well. Just finished Seafloor Cavern, starting out erratic weather. Triple Crown is looking possible. Running low on resources, but what'd you expect? Is Arcanine always going to see kill? Arcanine's always going to see kill. So we would get Arcanine. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way that I finish before Null comes out. Like I would, if I had a couple of weeks, I would push for that. My real life does not permit for me to say I'm just gonna grind this game by Sunday. So I'm gonna have to alternate a little bit. Can we please pull Cave of Origin? Hey, let's take a look at Cave of Origin, sure. Do I want to pull this? What do we have? Grimmsnarl is available. We could get a full fairy type. We've only had a half a fairy type so far. We could get another half a fairy type in Audino. We can get Mawile. We can get Sableye. That's what's left. Yeah, I want to be. I missed the early days. Not even the early days, because it seemed like Run and Bun had a couple of patches before it took off. But I want to be a part of, you know, the next great Nuzlocke game scene, because I was too late to this one, and so I want to experience that, and therefore I will. Usually I refuse to play 2 games at once, because then you start confusing AI. But I think I'll make an exception. So, is there any reason to delay this? Let me check Seafloor Cavern, because I think Cavern has similar stuff left over. So, Cavern, we have Samurott guaranteed if we want it. And then I think Samurott's moveset is completely chopped. Foul Play Aqua Jet, I guess, is fine. But, you know, just kind of a bad speed tier for this game. Like, it's just a dark type. What dark types do I have again? I have Honchkrow lifting everything by itself, lifting the world on its shoulders. It'd be Torrent. It'd be a Torrent mon. I could Scarf it. It would be a fast enough Scarfer. So I think Samurott is a decent choice. Rooms 1 to 5 is also guaranteed Samurott. Glalie, Gigalith, that's all duped. There's Audino, Frostlass. I can't imagine I want Audino Frostlass, and I don't think playing for dupes at this point makes a lot of sense either. Like, I have so few useful encounters left. Doesn't that just feel dumb? And then room 8. This is why I might delay this one. Room 8 has Zoroark Sui, which I have almost guaranteed level 100 from the Mirage Island encounter. And Grimmsnarl also showing up as a potential fairy would be great. And then if we miss, we get the same Samurott that was duped elsewhere. So delaying this until the middle of erratic weather makes a lot of sense, and it shares the Grimmsnarl dupe. The question is, would I rather have Grimmsnarl as a fairy type? Let's say if I get Grimmsnarl here first, then is there anything good in Cave of Origin? Sableye. I'm not gonna pull it yet because I get to visit Sky Pillar, and I get to visit Pacifidlog to potentially catch Sableye and give myself better Grimmsnarl odds. I think Grimmsnarl odds, and I have guaranteed Mawile far, far later, but Cave of Origin closes after erratic weather ends, so I can never do the Victory Road dupe. But I think maximizing Fairy Chance is worthwhile, and I don't need the mod. Yeah, I know there's Chance, but I'm probably... Here, I'll look at Victory Road too, right? NG++ is its own beast, so the routing isn't... It's not just like, oh, that's what's on that table. Like, I probably have 50% of something somewhere. But like, even Floor 1. Floor 1, I have Venusaur Metagross, 50-50. B1F, I have Grimmsnarl, Incineroar only. So guaranteed Incineroar for Elite Four also sounds really good. Or I can get Mawile Metagross. So, depending on whether if I hit Mawile, I might pick up Metagross on purpose. There's all kinds of interesting dovetails to this. And so I think it does make sense for now to wait and see. I just have to remember not to wait too long and miss out on Cave of Origin like I did the first time by accident. Um, 2F looks still fake. Cave of Origin, yes, I found out the hard way that Cave of Origin gets locked after you trigger the post-erratic weather cutscene that ends the weather. I think it's then. Anyway. I know that when I finally went back to get the encounter, the dude was blocking the door again. Oh, I can't get Cave of Origin. So I guess I have to. I have to clear it and then it opens. Because it was blocked before erratic weather too. So maybe my timing's off. Maybe it's post Juan or something. So I only can get it between Juan and now. Between Juan and after erratic weather before I defeat Juan. So it's a pretty small window. Only one chance, Lowry W. All right. So let's say we do the Arcanine. So we do the Jolteon thing, we bait Arcanine, we go back here, we encore the Solar Beam. With the encored Solar Beam, we go to Volk, we Tailwind, we U-turn, we go to Chomp, we Earthquake. Ooh. Ooh. Idea. I think it's too much damage for Salazzle. Cool idea, but I don't think it works. Okay, so we do the same thing. We KO with Tailwind up Arcanine. We get Cloyster for Icicle Spear always. We go to Volcarona. We kill with Bug Buzz. And then we just get Greninja. I don't like this. We don't have anything that outspeeds Greninja, right? What if it's... If I can get Dark Pulse or Spikes, I'm down. But that's already all of my slots. Okay, so new version, we go straight to Salazzle. We leave Chomp at home, even though we think that's our best guy. Because Swampert baits the Dark Pulse thing. Okay, so let's say it's Lucha that does 2 mons. How is Lucha going to do the 2 mons is the question. Because Lucha's not faster than Greninja, right? And there's no way I'm going to Roap it. Good night, Syl. Think you were a father. I think one day. It's a shame this fight is so hard. Because Erratic Weather really opens up, and I hoped to do some actual full calcs for those that requested it, and it seems I'm going to do 0 calcs, which is why I do them offline. El Bozo. Party of 1. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the Garchomp line. Instead of, let's just say it's Encore, Switch, Tailwind. Oh, you don't bait Thunderbolt. It's so annoying that it's usually Weather Ball. We go to Chomp, we fast kill, we get Cloyster. We go back to Volk, we KO, we get Flamethrower. Chomp would be taking 3 hits, and we'd be faster. See, I can get behind. The problem is I can't do that with. All right, what if we do the Assault Vest version and we get a speed drop first? Is that the answer? So we KO, we get Weather Ball. turn it into grass, HP grass. We go Lazzle, we turn it into Thunder. We go Chomp on Thunder. We Rock Tomb once. We get Weather Ball again. I don't think Swampert can do two. I don't think Swampert can do that many pivots. Maybe you can. So you've taken. You'll take an HP grass. So you take a weather ball. Be pre-damage to always citrus. I don't think it ever works. Yeah, you can do more than 75%. So no, it'd have to be you first. Are we not? But maybe we're not encoring anybody. So it's like go Ape. This overlap is so annoying.
He's never bumped into me once.
I think I gotta sleep on this one. Sorry, chat. Let's go back to the Air Slash version. We take Air Slash. We take Heat Wave. We bait Air Slash. Cause I know I have the pieces, but it's so convoluted. It's looking just like the Seafloor Cavern lines. KO, get Weather Ball, but you just bait more Weather Balls, right? That's the problem. So this would be the go straight to Garchomp version, where we hit an EQ. We're at like 50-ish%. We bait Icicle Spear. Turn Icicle Spear into Rock Blast.
What could possibly go wrong?
On Rock Blast, go Clanging Scales. But then what if I'm pre-burnt? No, Clanging Scales is most damage, so it's going to be really hard to get to an HP. Well, if I'm at 50%, he's going to outdamage me. So if I'm not burnt, which means I'd have to be Lumberry, then you never outdamage me, but I have to be low. No, that doesn't work. The Heat Wave burn ruins that. It's so close. Do you have anybody that just directly takes Heat Wave and KOs Archeops? Like, having to spend a full slot on that is the biggest problem. That's right, Amistar was frustratingly close. Do I have a... Who has knockoff? Crook has knockoff. But you barely live a heat wave crit. Oh, Tyrantrum, you're so close. 3 speed. Starmie? Specs Starmie? Nope, you would have to outspeed. No, so I have to 2-slot it. Let's at least take some notes on what I do know. I have to lead Seed. I have to lead Rose. Oh, okay. That's one thing that I can do to help. I can pre-freeze Pert so I don't ever get burned. Okay. That makes me like this one more again. Let's just leave. Nah, keep him in here. Yep. Okay. I do really feel like this is the 6, but the order just seems so... Well, I'm not sure which of these 2. It feels like 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for sure. Is this a lagging tail Volk situation? I don't think so, because... Oh yeah, because of Tailwind? Maybe? No, because of Weather Ball crits. I can't pre-burn. It's close. The stupid Weather Ball overlap. Tyrantrum? Can Tyrantrum be my pivot? Be a pivot, not my pivot. I'd need more than one. Okay. If I use Tyrantrum, on Weather Ball, I get Thunderbolt. That's no good. And I already have a Weather Ball pivot out there that baits HP Grass. I could just go Lumberry Volcarona and go... Is that true? If I take HP Grass. Volk does just take double crit. But it doesn't feel great. Not quite. With burn, still no. So that's why the Encore thing seems so necessary. But I think I can use Chomp HP here if I don't have to use it on the Arcanine somehow. So let's, one more time, let's say it's Assault Vest Chomp. Yeah, so we go Pert. We go Pert to Lazzle to Chomp. We Rock Tomb. I don't Rock Tomb at all. We just kill. We kill. Stop getting cute. We kill. We get Cloyster. we go. I think Lazzle. And what does that mean? Lazzle takes. There's worlds where it's early Gren, which I don't even think is that bad. Interesting. So I haven't used Volk at all, right? I said it's Hurt, it's Lazzle, it's Chomp. And then we have an 80% Chomp. KO's you. Baits you. Stupid egg. It's always 5 hit. We will always out damage as long as we're not dead. So I think Citrus would work. Because we'd always be out damaged by the Arcanine. Yeah, no, alright. Let's call it. I'm getting nowhere fast. But let's spread the love. Surely there's someone to raid. O2 is playing Run and Bun. It's rare I get to raid him while he's playing this game. Didn't he raid me? He totally did. No, it was yesterday. But still, let's raid him back. Thanks for being here, everyone. Nope, he is always live. I already see a Chinchou. Take care, friends.